Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the reflection model. There is actually many various reflective models whereby you can reflect upon. However, I find another one which is interesting and I thought to share with you, and some of you might adopt it. So it's called the 5R. So it's similar in one way or another to give us a reflective cycle that I posted the other day in my podcast. So they have the same concept about the situation. You just describe the situation, what was there exactly to convey a message, for instance, to a family, to a member of staff, to a team group, how that situation made you feel. And here you might say, I was overwhelmed, I was frustrated, confused, unsettled. Then you need to reflect about the positive things and the negative things. So what went well, what didn't went well, or what went bad. And then you evaluate that you conveyed the message across, but you were really frustrated, anxious. You will analyze and think about maybe you need to learn more how to listen to the team concern or to the family concern and address that. And then you come up to the conclusion, what could you do differently next time, and what's that you learned to adopt in your next move next time when you face the same situation. So basically, there is no right or wrong answer because it's your own experience and thoughts, and it's a learning task. So the 5R I'm trying to tell you about, it's like a narrative that you narrate a story briefly. It's very powerful and it's personal. And after all, it's your learning journey and how can shape you and change you in the future as a person yourself. So it's authentic, associated with analysis, critical thinking to understand and discover what had happened with you and how the thinking will change your own experience. Say, for instance, group work assignment, reflect how that made you feel and what did you learn with the team, what went good, what went bad. So it's just like questioning what would make a good reflective writing upon and identify the key things that you learned and how to support it with evidence from the literature. As I say, it's the 5R, so starting with reporting, responding, relating, reasoning, and reconstructing. So it's the 5R for reflective writing. So starting with the reporting, you're going to report about the experience, responding. So reporting is about setting up the scene. You need to describe what was the situation exactly. So for instance, you'll just describe what you are observing or what's around you. So you're not here feeling any of your thoughts or feeling at all. And because basically the first point, reporting, so it's past experience. So you need to write it in the past tense to produce your learning journal. Responding is basically how it made you feel. So it's about the thought. You will say like, I felt, I thought, I was, stuff like that. And then when you do this one, basically when I said reporting, it's help you to engage with your own experience to improve it in the next time. So it's the context of the experience, how you do things better later on and implement it in the future for a better experience. So as I say, it's about setting the scene, what happened, your role, where and when. So just like documenting facts and then report that situation. And as it's something that happened in the past, you need to use a past tense. And that's it. Responding, it's about your thought, your feelings. So you'll say, like, for instance, I thought, I felt, I believe. It's all about emotion and observation. So you need to personalize the experience, how it made you feel, and you're not here to interpret it at all. It's just about the feeling. And then connect them, you're going to use subsequently, then, like for instance, happened this one, and then this happened, and just you connect them and put them in a small, nice story. And then moving on to the responding to the situation with that sort of skills you might have, like for instance the knowledge, if you have related to something before that you used or experiences. So you might say, oh, this reminds me when blah, blah, blah. So it's another past tense, but in a concurrent tense, and adding to that comparatively, like similarly, comparatively, or something just to happen in the past. It's basically very highly rated, and it's favorable, and it's very powerful. And then moving on to the reasoning section, where you need to make sense of what had happened with you, in a sense to learn about that experience. So you need to visit the literature, find the theoretical evidence for that reasoning and associate it with. Because basically reflection, it's a teach way for a better understanding of your own strength and weakness, and explore the area of improvement in order to help you with the decision making and problem solving skills. And it align with your value and belief. So in order to that, you will identify your own value and belief, and acting upon also feedbacks, and make sense of the experience, which will shape your future action. And this, when I came to the relating and reasoning, reasoning, as I say, it's mostly literature and theoretical backup to your claim. So maybe it happened a certain situation, and if you have done that, or what would you have done in order to make it better, or to make with a different result. So I just thought of this and explain why should or shouldn't think from other prospect. It's using this way of reflect, and how should have happened, or what would have happened differently, and could act differently as well. So just show you how you can reflect academically, not on a personal level, because this will apply in your work experience, part of your work or part of the work team. And then using a structure is very vital and important to support that thing. And lastly, you will reconstruct the things, and this will help you to implement and how to do things differently, and use literature to base your theory on evidence. So you say, according to blah, 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 I will implement this. So you are backing up with some evidence from the literature. So you could say, for instance, I might or I will implement in my practice, for instance, or I have learned that, and this is a take-away message. So it's like your future plan and goals in order to move forward and improve. There is different models, as I say. Adding to the Gibbs and the 5R. There is another short one, which is basically like you say, what happened, what do you see, basically. It's like setting the scene without your own judgment. And then it says, so what? So what? It's like analyzing, but analyzing in depth. What have you learned? And then, now what? So it means like apply what you have learned and how you're going to act differently and what you're going to do next time. So just simple ways, and more or less there are the different ideas. Just you choose what suits you and apply it in order to see things differently and act differently. So it's basically personal growth in a way how to reflect and find the missing things that will improve. So, for instance, in a situation, just you need to, as I say, set up the scene, explore your feeling, and then analyze it, and then find the reason for that and reconstruct it. So by that, it should be just it's a matter of practice. If you apply it in your life, just in simple, meaningful things, I'm sure it will ease with time, and you will find it useful, because a lot of people, they just reflect about everything in their own life. Thank you.